If your homeschool is feeling a little bit scattered, it could be because you have not defined what a successful day looks like. Give me just 5 minutes or so, and I'll show you how to set up a simple daily framework that gives you and your kids a clear sense of accomplishment every single day. And if you want resources to help you stay on track this homeschool year so you do not feel behind, comment below and I will send them to you. If we haven't met yet, hi, I'm Marina Joy. I'm a veteran homeschool mom. We homeschooled for 11 years, and my 3 daughters, of course, went through those middle school years that can be a little tumultuous, and there's lots going on during those years. That's why I founded Tween Talk, so I could take what I learned, what worked, what didn't work, so I can share that so that you can have a better middle school homeschool experience. Now, I know when I was homeschooling, sometimes at the end of the day, I would just feel behind. I'd feel scattered, like what even happened to the day? Did the kids even learn anything? And part of that, I realized, was because we had not defined what done was. We hadn't defined what done looked like. Often, we would just be doing all these nice to do things. Subjects would stretch out longer than planned. The day would kind of sprawl with no real finish line. Maybe you can relate. And without that daily definition of success, every day felt kind of unfinished. It was hard to get momentum because, like, where were we? What was the next thing? And homeschool just started to feel like this endless to-do list. Like, are we constantly failing? The good news is, no, you're not constantly failing, and it doesn't have to be that way. Here's what I learned. 3 things. Define the essentials. So when you strip down your day and you get off Facebook and what everybody else is telling you what you need to do, and you strip it down to your top priorities based on what is important for your kid. Are they going to be going to college? Where do they need to, what skills do they need to have by the time they get to high school so they can achieve that goal? Do they have a career outcome in mind? The foundation for that starts in middle school. So you need to figure out what it is for your kid and then strip it down to the absolute essentials. So if you only did those things, and I'm not saying you only have to do those things, but if you only did those things, they would be able to achieve their goal. So those are the essentials, the non-negotiables, the things that directly impact a longer term outcome or a longer term goal. Everything else is kind of optional. Now, number 2, this one is going to poke the bear just a little bit because it's different from what you did in elementary school as you were teaching those elementary years. But we're not really in the high school years yet. So it's sort of a transition year from maybe time-based schedules to outcome-based. All of a sudden, outcome does matter. And I wish I had learned this sooner. I did time-based for a long time. And then a lovely mentor of mine, we were chatting, and she said, kindly, perhaps it's time to move away from time-based and look at more outcome-based. Now, she didn't say it exactly like that. That was the gist of it. So what that means is instead of saying we have 30 minutes to do math, it is we have 30 minutes to do math and we need to get 5 questions done. So is that possible? The important thing is the get 5 questions done. The important thing is not we take 30 minutes. So in order to do that without totally feeling like you're behind, is see how long it actually takes to complete the task when your child is moderately on task on a reasonable day. And then probably add 50% more time. So if they usually take 30 minutes to do 5 questions correctly, then budget 45, because inevitably there will be questions that take longer. And if they are done early, great, not a problem. The reason also that it's important that we start focusing on outcome-based is because during the high school years, if you're homeschooling high school with the transcripts and all of that, outcomes matter for that. Even if you're not going and doing high school transcripts and college and like the whole thing, when you have a job, people are hiring you for an outcome. They're not hiring you to fill in time. They don't just say, come and be at work for 8 hours. They expect a specific outcome during that time. So this is training your tween for that eventuality when they are working and they're expected to have an outcome at work. Like, it's not just, yay, you get a ribbon for showing up. Like, no, we need to actually have something done. So that's why outcome-based starts to be kind of critical. And number 3, end with a connection ritual. So when, as we were talking here about like feeling scattered and how can we not feel scattered, we have defined what done looks like. We've defined like, these are the essentials. If we get this done, that is a good day. We have made it outcome-based. So this is also part of that defining what done looks like. Then you're not just, if you're shooting an arrow and you have no target, what's the outcome? We don't know. So you have a target, you know that that's what you're aiming for. And then you can tell, like, did we hit it? Did we not hit it? So on. So we have this outcome-based, and we want to end with connection. This brings everybody together. It signals the close of the day, so the day doesn't just like fritter away into nothing. There's sort of a definitive end to it. Maybe you end with a snack, maybe you have a read aloud, a quick game, maybe you watch a show, whatever it is. It's a good time for a ritual. Like this ritual, we end the day, and then people know that they can go into the next part of the day where they maybe have chores to do, maybe they have some free time, and you have time to do the things that you need to do as well. This works because instead of measuring success by how much you tried to cram into that day, you're measuring it by, did we get the essentials done? That's what the measure is. Did we do it? Yes or no? And it's a clear way to figure out, were we successful today or not? Well, did we get the essentials done? Yes. Then it was a successful day and it was a win, and you'll feel better. This clarity builds confidence. And you can say to your kid, hey, we got it done. You got your 5 math questions done that you needed to get done. You wrote your paragraph, like whatever the essentials are, you got it done. If you are looking for more resources like this to help you stay on track during the homeschool year, so you don't get behind, so you don't get burnt out this year, comment below. I'll send you some resources. Until next time, bye.